Sausage Party is written by Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg, and its voice cast consists of the Seth Rogen gang. Seth Rogen, James Franco, Jonah Hill, Michael Cera. So this movie is an animated film which centers around food at the supermarket. All they really want to do is go home with us. They like us. They worship us as gods. But throughout the film, they realize the horrible truth. We humans eat food. It's what we do. We like food. However, the catch with this animated film, it's rated R. This is not for kids. So you guys have probably seen the trailers for this movie, and they have been messed up. Funny, very funny, but lots of dark humor. And this film is filled with that dark humor. The concept of characters in a movie being eaten alive by people bigger than them has always kind of scared me. That's why I've always enjoyed Attack on Titan. I don't know, just the concept of being eaten alive is just, I don't know, it's cringeworthy. Also, this reminded me of last year's The Green Inferno, where like people were being eaten alive, like main characters were just being cooked and devoured. This film reminded me of The Green Inferno a lot. But as you guys know, it's you know, actual food. So there's kind of some justice, but at the same time, you feel bad for this food in the movie because like, you know, they're actual characters. And you've seen in the trailers that kind of same concept where like we collect food and we just, you know, in our point of views, we're like cooking them, we're just, you know, chopping them up, but from their point of view, we're murdering them. We're killing them. So when you see this perspective from the food's point of view, it can be very horrifying sometimes, most definitely. And this film also has a lot of R-rated traits as well. Like, not only are we seeing murders taking place with these foods, but we're seeing a lot of sexual aspects, especially with the hot dog wieners. You guys can probably guess, like, you know, the kind of humor that would come from hot dog wieners. They just want them buns. They just want them buns. This film also kind of reminded me of This Is the End, where there were parts that were really, really violent and you felt for the characters, and whatever was happening to them, you were like, oh my god, that's so graphic. But at the same time, the movie was just really funny. It had dark humor and it had that classic Seth Rogen humor as well. If you liked This Is the End, you're gonna like this film. Let's talk about the rated R content in this film. Now, a film that came out last year that had the same basic concept called Hell and Back, I wanted to see that film, and I saw it. I didn't really care for it whatsoever. Like, it was great that they were finally making rated R animated features, but there's a difference in being an adult movie and an immature movie. And Hell and Back was an immature movie. But with Sausage Party, this movie takes advantage of its R rating. It really does. It gets messed up. There are some parts in the movie where I was just, like, not okay with. Like, they're, like, very, I don't want to say immature, but I'm going to say unnecessary, really. Like, very sexual stuff that I just was, I don't know. I was just like, does that really need to be in there? But that's what this movie is. It's an animated film trying to be a hard R-rated film, and I commend them for, like, you know, not holding back, really. However, even though I was expecting all that stuff in this movie, all the stuff from the trailers and all the inappropriate content that I wanted in this rated R animated film, I got that, most definitely. However, there is so much more to this movie than meets the eye. Where this year's Zootopia kind of tackled with social commentary on racism, this movie tackles with, like, social commentary on religion. We're seeing, like, there's a group of people who come from a religious background, and because of this certain religious background, they are a little bit closed-minded. And because of their closed-minded ways, it shelters them from the people that are close to them. The movie's also noteworthy of how religion can change our state of minds and actually take us away from what we want in life and makes us really question our existence in the world. Like, no joke. Like, I was going into this film just thinking I was gonna get a funny film about food being eaten and cursing, but I got something totally different and just out of nowhere that made some really good points about our society when it comes to religion. I mean, you don't have to look at it like that. You can look at it just like, you know, a simple R-rated animated film, but if you actually dissect this film, it's incredible. There are going to be that group of people who are going to hate on this film because of some segments that are really, really inappropriate. But I beg you, if you watch this film, try to dissect it, because it's actually trying to say something about how people can be closed-minded sometimes. If you want something rated R and something that doesn't hold back, I would recommend this film. If you are the type of person who sees a rated R film but, you know, is somewhat limited, I'd maybe do some research though. So yes guys, that was my review of Sausage Party. Comment down below what you thought of this movie if you've seen it yet. Like the video, share it, and please subscribe to Pixel Talk if you haven't yet for more movie reviews, trailer reactions, and gaming content. Thank you guys so much. I am Corbin Stuckey and this is Pixel Talk.